2 for section 2 of chapter 7. We're going to, again, add and subtract rational expressions. That's dealing with fractions. So, again, we could, if we wanted to, we could just multiply these and multiply these. And then we can multiply the two denominators. But then, again, we're going to have some overlap, so we'd have to factor there. So, again, you can do that, but you're just going to have to factor in the end anyways and then cancel out in order to simplify all the way. So we want to combine this into one fraction, right? So common denominator. So we want to find our factors of x squared plus 2x minus 15, right? So that would be taking that and doing CAB, right? What times what gets me x squared? That's x times x. Whenever you have just a 1x squared, that means you can just look at this last number c and figure out what times what is that, but adds to 2. And so it's a little bit easier. Right? So that would be, what, 5 and 3? So positive 5 and a negative 3. So those are my two factors, right? And then on this one, we have 5x and negative 15. So that would mean I have a b and I have a c, no a. So what that tells me is it's probably just the greatest common factor. Like for this one, it's 5, but it's just a number that can divide out. So that'd be 5. Take 5 out. And then we get an x minus 3. Okay, and so we notice there's both an x minus 3 in both of these, so they both have that. So we don't need to add an x plus 3 or x minus 3. Okay, and then this one has an x plus 5, but this one doesn't, right? So I need to multiply that by x plus 5 as well as the top, right? Because I need to do the same thing on top and bottom. And then this one has a 5, but this one doesn't have a 5, so I need to multiply that one by 5, so that means I have to do that on top as well. So then I distribute this 5, and I get 10x plus 5. And then here I'm going to take this negative with it, so negative 7 I'm going to distribute to both of those and get a negative 7x and a negative 35. And then on bottom, I can just keep them as factors. 5 times x plus 5 times x minus 3, that LCM, the least common multiple, because then I don't have to factor anything else out. Now I can just combine like terms. I get 10x minus 7x is a 3x, and then 5 minus 35 is a negative 30, and then over this common denominator, and you can just leave this in factored form like that. And then sometimes you'll be asked to, like, what is the domain, right? So that means I can't plug in a negative 5 because that would make 0 in the denominator. I can't divide by 0, or a positive 3. So sometimes it does ask for that.